I'm telling you, more and more people are talking about this Paramount thing and what happens to DC. And you guys said when we were talking about it, it's not all of you, but some of you, oh, don't cover that. That's not true. Looking more and more true. Now, Collider's reporting on it too, that there's going to be a huge DC shakeup should Paramount get this. What's the deal? This is why you always go with your gut. Always go with your gut when it comes to covering stuff, no matter what people you don't know what you're talking about. Doom this. Enough. So we're going to talk about that because it's getting more and more serious, and it really looks like it's a potential that Paramount's getting this thing. Scarlett Johansson is in talks for Batman Part 2. I'm surprised anybody's in talks for anything until the deal goes through, but who knows? Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I saw it last night, and apparently it's going to be opening lower than the original. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some other things. And I got Chris Carr on the show with me today. Thank goodness for Chris Carr. So Steph Sabra will be back next week on the Thursday show. But it's a busy, busy day here today, guys. So let's get into it. It's the Kristian Harloff Show with me and Chris Carr. You ready? Well, me too. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Kristian Harloff Show with Chris and Chris. So,
hi, everybody.
There she is, and there we are. So, Chris Carr was very generous today to be here. It was a kind of a last minute thing. I said, Chris, oh my God, I need somebody great to talk to about this news. Are you available? And she's like, I am. So here we are today to discuss it because a lot of big stories dropped today.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So well, first of all, without that, how was your holidays?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. Thanksgiving was just me and Logan, which was really nice, very chill.
Good.
And then on Friday we had our Friendsgiving, which was like 16 people.
Good. That's nice.
So it's nice. How about you? What'd you guys do?
We went to a family friends and had some and had a big old meal, and then it all went to shit after that. Because we were on, what was it, Saturday? I can't remember what happened on Friday, but on Saturday we were supposed to go to this. There's this big Christmas place in Queens that we were going to go to because we were finally decorate the house and everything too. And I said, it's cold in the house, but I feel like a little extra cold. And then my wife's like, hold on, come here. She gives me the thermometer. I pitched a fever for sure, and I had to recover for a couple of days.
Oh no!
And then I finally was able to. And then I took my oldest. It was her birthday, and we bought these tickets for Off Broadway for Heather's. You know what I love is you have you seen the show, the Off Broadway show?
I haven't gotten to see it. I've only listened to the music. It's so good.
It's really good. You know what's the sad thing is. So I was talking to and I'm probably going to offer this inside of the campaign when we launch it for the show. But there's this trainer at the gym that I'm at, and she can't be more than 23 years old. And we're talking about the Heather's thing. She didn't even know the name Winona Ryder. And I was like, do you watch Stranger Things? She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, the mom. And she's like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh man. I felt old. But nonetheless, she didn't know Heather. She had no clue what Heather was. She had just, how the show was. I was telling her it was really good. So anyway, point is, we went. It was a really great show off Broadway, and then we I guess the next day, and something happened on the next day was my daughter's actual birthday, and then somebody else got sick. It was just a whole thing. So finally, it's starting to come back around now. But yeah, this is what happens in November. That's what happens. So,
everyone gets sick. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody, especially when you have kids, it's even worse. But and then today, like when the news was, because I took yesterday off. I was going to do like a review. I've been doing this thing where I do like a review pre-taped show, and I did it last week. But I was like, I just wanted to take the day off to make sure to catch up on stuff, and I did a bunch of work, and then I went and saw Five Nights at Freddy's 2 last night. I'm posting the reaction for the first one today as well. And then you've got a shot here to take out Roka and Mike Kalinowski at 108, I believe is what they had. I believe that's one. Oh, sorry, I apologize. No, 119. is what it was.
119?
And Luke
Damn,
just sent me.
fellas.
Luke just sent me
Okay.
119. And people like Roka's live. Roka told me he was going live. I was like, not that he needed my permission, but he told me he's like because he was going to do the show at one point, and before we were like, because we had set something up because of the gun story and everything too, and then he was like, well, Jeff is in Boston, and I was like, all right, whatever, and thank God. And the truth be told, if I would have thought of Chris first, I would ask Chris first. Shh, don't tell Roke. Don't tell Roke. Anyway, so they're doing their thing, and we are going to do our thing here, and what a story it is, because the Paramount thing is another big bid from Paramount. They're gonna get it. They just filed this new thing basically that said if it doesn't go through, we'll pay this money. It's going through. But the question has been about DC. And Chris, it's so funny because like I this is what I tell people. We had this whole story came out, I must have been 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it was big. And you're like, well, we know Paramount's in the mix. And the report is like that Gunn and Safran would be in trouble. And I was like, we don't necessarily know how true that is yet, but it's a certain possibility. So and the site that reported on it, people who just had an issue with. So like, look, it doesn't matter who reporting on it. Is it actually a possibility? And the answer is yes. So we should discuss this as a possibility in the same way that we discussed when Doom was rumored. Could it be Downey? Don't cover that. It's BS. Don't cover it. Why are you covering that site? Don't cover it. Don't cover it. And I was like, you got to cover it if it's a possibility.
Absolutely.
And it's becoming more and more real. So I don't listen to people because
just completely.
I don't listen to people. You can't. The amount of people, why are you covering this? Why are you covering this? Because it's a story. And the story is developing even more. Now, Collider's covering it, so I guess people are going to be okay with it now. Because Collider's as well. So here is the story. The story is there's going to be a major DC shakeup. Paramount wins the bid. Again, it's been out there for a little bit. And here it is again. Right now, 3 major companies are engaged in a bidding war for Warner Brothers Discovery: Paramount, Skydance, Netflix, and Comcast. Okay. Old news, but yet relevant news. Of the 3, Paramount Skydance is generally considered the most likely winner, and the LA Times reported yesterday that they've increased their bid for the studio with thanks to backing from Middle East sovereign wealth funds, including Saudi Arabia. Paramount does emerge the winner, though. Expect a big shakeup at Burbank, especially over at DC Studios. According to a report at Puck News, the potential merger will reportedly see studios co-chiefs James Gunn, Peter Safran have less control of what gets made at DC Studios. The article states, as things now stand at Warner Brothers, James Gunn, Peter Safran control who directs DC movies. Choices they make after they have developed scripts to their liking. It sounds like change might be in the wind indeed if the Ellisons prevail. The article adds that Paramount Pictures co-chair Josh Greenstein says he'd be more than happy to work with Weapons director Zach Kreger on making a DC movie if the merger were to happen, and recently visited Prague to try and court Kreger. They say, I'm told Kreger discussed with Greenstein his desire to write and direct a movie set in a particular corner of the DC universe. Which character or characters are involved is unclear, and Greenstein said he would be more than happy to make that happen if possible. Rumors said that the project was titled Henchman and would follow a low-level henchman in Gotham City who incapacitates, thank you very much, Batman through a stroke of luck. After this, he begins to gain notoriety in Gotham's crime underworld. Kreger has previously said the favorite thing he's written was a script for a potential film based on a DC property. The new DC universe has only just begun rolling out, with Creature Commandos a year ago, followed by Superman, Peacemaker Season 2. Next year sees Lantern, Supergirl, and Clayface all hitting. All 3 have already completed filming. Okay. This confuses me. It confuses me because we've been covering this story so much over the last couple of weeks, right? That it makes some sense now, because remember there was that report that the Saudis were going to get it, and if they did, they were going to bring back Zack Snyder and this and this and that. And you understand, because the question was, how is like a foreign government going to buy an American studio, right? And now this makes it more clear. They're not going to buy it, but they're going to be partners in buying it with Paramount, who's going to take their money. Also makes sense when you look at the relationship the Saudis have with Trump and that Ellison has with Trump, right? So
exactly.
We'll kind of collectively having conversations, and it'd also be easy to pass through the government as far as all the legalities and things too. So that all makes sense as far as on paper how this is going to work. Now, the political side of it, as far as politics go, when it comes to James Gunn's politics, to Rick Ellison's politics, if that is the sole decision, why? Um, I think that's an error. I will say I don't necessarily know if that's just the reasoning, though. I think that there is something to be said about someone who buys a company and says, okay, well, you guys did it this way. I don't know if I want two people in charge of our biggest comic book property that I don't like their plan. And
Yeah.
so I'm buying this. I'm not going to fire them, but I'm not going to let them run the plan. I want to go out to a guy that did weapons and I want to do that. And I can understand it, but I think that if you have, this plan in place already, the smart thing at first would be, okay, you got Supergirl, you got these things. Stick with the plan for a year. Let's see if your plan makes money. If your plan makes money, well, then let's do it again next year and see if the second year it makes money. I wouldn't give him carte blanche as far as years go, but I said, here's year one, here's year two. I wouldn't hit them in the kneecaps yet, though, just because. So I don't know. Where do you stand on all this?
No, I completely agree with this. And we talked about this a couple weeks ago too when we first were discussing everything. Of if there's a plan in place, let's see how these chips fall first. Whenever there's some kind of shakeup, regardless of what kind of corporation it is, whoever comes in wants to put their stamp on it, right? They want to do their own thing. They want to make their legacy. And a lot of times that comes with their ideas of changing the company for good, whether you agree with it or not. They have a vision and they want to see it through. Now, because they have had a successful film, but maybe not so much success with, how Peacemaker went or other things like that, there have been people who have been saying, oh, DC's in trouble or this, that, or the other. We've only seen a couple of DC projects under this little regime. So to me, it is a moment of, hey, you guys have a timetable now. And I do want to talk to you and I do want to have input with you. But let's see how this plays out. I'm not a fan of knee-jerk reactions. I don't think that any bump in the road should cause you to completely reroute. I'm not a big fan of the fail fast kind of method.
Right.
I think you go, hey, so we learned something from this and we can make adjustments if it makes sense, but let's not be hyper reactive. And that's my big concern is that they'll come in, gut some stuff, and we don't get to see anything blossom when it was just starting out. But again, that's all speculation. Who knows what they're going to do?
We really don't know. And I think that look, Gunn's a smart dude. He's been preparing for this and saying, all right, well, I don't know. He doesn't know either what to expect. He's probably had conversations with certain people, but I think the inevitable is that Paramount's going to get this thing.
Yeah.
So I just feel that if you already have, because the problem that Ellison and these people are going to run into, if they get rid of Gunn and Safran, or this report doesn't say they're getting rid of them, but they said they're going to diminish their role.
Yeah.
But the problem they're going to have is let's say they put Supergirl out and Supergirl becomes a massive hit. And then Lanterns is one of their biggest television shows. And Clayface is a surprise hit. Then they're going to be in a tricky situation. They're going to be in the position that Gunn and Safran would have been in if Shazam 2 would have done well, if The Flash would have done well, and if Aquaman 2 would have hit $1 billion. That's the same position that those guys would have been. But those movies did not perform. So maybe that's what Ellison and these peeps are saying. Like, look, Superman's numbers were good, but not great.
Sure.
So, and Peacemaker 2 didn't do great. So we don't see the numbers that are proving to us that these shows and movies are going to do so well that we can't maneuver around it. But they're going to find themselves in a pickle if those things really. You're going to have your group of people that are going, no, keep what Gunn and Safran are doing, cut it out in the same way you did with Snyder. But I just think the constant facelifts of DC is exhausting.
It is. And I think that's part of the problem too, is we then for our average moviegoer go, wait, who's Batman? What's going on? Who are these people? Why am I seeing another origin story? It's really tiring to see this whole universe rebooted because The Flash and everything was just a couple years ago. And I mean, I wasn't crazy about that movie, but I still kind of wanted to know what was going on with that world. I'm glad we're moving on to other stuff, but it is
Yeah.
just really ridiculous that we just keep reinventing this over and over again. And I'd like to see something actually play out for once. I would like the promise of one of those Easter eggs, like seeing the Justice League, seeing Darkseid, seeing something
Yeah.
play out. And I'm really excited about that. And I just want them to just, calm down and let it happen.
It's
That'd be so
true, and
nice.
it's so funny that you don't get people don't even know what's happening. You'll get I see somebody in the comment section who's defending. He's like, no, Gunn's things off to a great start. It made so much money, made 150 million. We don't know that. There's Forbes that says it does, and then there's another report that says it doesn't. It very well could have, and 150 million dollars. That's a big profit if
Yeah.
that's the case. They don't tell us the truth. I'm not telling you that it didn't make 150. Like I said, very well could have. But there's other reports that said it's lost money. So or it just broke even.
Yeah.
They know, we don't. But nonetheless, Peacemaker, we can agree, it just did not deliver in the way that he wanted to. He was touting it as the best thing he ever did, and this, and it just the excitement, even if it made $150 million, and let's hope that it did, right? Because I think it was a hopeful movie that I think warranted
Yeah.
people feeling good about Superman. So I hope that Danny O'Malley in the comment section is right, and that it actually did make $150 million.
Yeah. Well, and they never tell us truly like
They never
budgets
really tell
for
you.
marketing and everything too.
They don't
Because they'll give
really
us a filmmaking budget,
right.
and then we're like, "But what did you spend to promote this? What else did
100%.
you?"
What
Yeah.
kind of tax breaks did you get or didn't get?
Exactly.
We don't know. But what we can say is that the excitement on the next project landed like a fart in an elevator. It did not hype up the DCU in the way that they needed it to. It got a lot of DC hardcore fans, but that it became like to where I feel Superman. I was worried about it becoming just a James Gunn thing where every
Yeah.
other thing was joke, and it just like, oh, that was a James Gunn movie and not just Superman. But Superman found his way through it, and there's James Gunn stuff in it, but you need it to be when it's a movie. Peacemaker 2, I couldn't finish. It was just every from the second that orgy hit, I'm like, oh, this is just I'm okay.
I liked it more than you did,
Yeah.
but I did that finale though. I went, huh,
I
okay.
didn't see it. Yeah.
It didn't feel. It was just especially because it was potentially the final season, and so
Yeah,
it just felt like that moment of now I have to not know what's happening, or you're going to connect it in the movies. I thought that wasn't what we were going to do here.
Right.
I don't
Which
know
is
if I like that.
crazy because I loved the first season. Like I couldn't
it's
go.
amazing.
I had to like I couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss it. I just kind of gave up. I was like, I don't really care anymore. And that's going to be an issue that not just James Gunn has. That's an issue comic book movies have right now. Comic books in
100%.
general.
Yeah.
It used to be, what do we got next? What's coming out? Now it's like, all right, what's out next and why do I care? And that's a bummer that we're there, but that's where we are. It happened with Westerns. It happens with horror films. It happens with science fiction. And that's just where comic book movies are right now. It's not a dead genre, even by the slightest. Deadpool and Wolverine will show that, and other movies will show that. But you've got to really get people excited now in order to get them in that theater.
Well, and you can't just depend on the IP alone. You have to provide a really great story, really wonderful acting, effects that blow your mind. It needs to be an experience. Just like how, to your point, we all got sick of zombies. Zombies were everywhere. And if you did a mediocre zombie story, why the hell am I watching it?
It's true. And look, I respect the people who are hopeful and like Buster Barnes out there. He's like, just because you didn't watch it doesn't mean it did badly. Unfortunately, the ratings just weren't great, my friend. But
they did deteriorate over time too, you guys.
They
I know
ate
it
shit.
started high, but they really petered off.
But I'm glad you liked it, Buster. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm good, and I see that you love, and you're there and you're supporting it, and that's amazing. And you should. And I'm being also saying, I think it is a mistake for them to cut the legs out of Saffron and Gunn. I think you let them do their thing for a little bit. But right now, they need something big. That's why I said a little while ago, and they couldn't have, maybe they did see this comment. I don't know. I thought that it was always kind of known that Zaslav wanted to sell this off. But to go small in the way that they are right now with Clayface and even Supergirl, which is not I mean, I know it's like close to like $200 million movie or whatever they're saying it's close to be, but she is not as big of a character as Wonder Woman or the Flash or Aquaman or Batman. I just figured you'd want to come out with your all-stars to say you can't touch us right now.
Mhm.
Like and I think that maybe it's because he thought he had more room to play than he did, because maybe if he could rethink it, he would have led with the big dogs quick.
Sure. I think part of this strategy too, though, at least to me, was, hey, a lot of you, even if you don't read comics, do know these characters. So why don't I try to introduce you to some new friends who have
Right.
really cool stories and really
Right.
fascinating things happen to them? And then we're going to hit you with those heavy hitters so that, oh my gosh, I love these new people, but then also all of my old friends come back and I get to hear those cool stories. Great. I
Right.
always bring it up, but it's that kind of Justice League Unlimited thing,
Yeah.
but in reverse of, let me introduce you to some weird like C story characters who you're going to fall in love with. And then we come back to Diana, and then we come back to Jon Stewart.
I agree with you, and I think that it allows it. You got to get casual people excited about this, because what I
Yeah.
will say, he got a lot of casual people excited about Superman.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did. Like my uncle, who never goes to see comic book movies anymore, is like, I want to go see the new Superman movie. A lot of people went out. He did that. And so again, to give credit now to Buster, which he says that I give 100% to, and I agree with, what we are leaving out of this equation is Man of Tomorrow, right? Which is the sequel.
Yeah.
That is, and I agree with Buster here, out of all the movies I just mentioned, the most important out of all of them. That's the one, because if Superman does indeed, if people loved it, let's say it made $150 million, and we can say, all right, we all agree it made $150 million. Well, maybe Man of Tomorrow, if that makes 300 million, that gives you the you can't touch us thing. If it makes that money back on the sequel, then it's like, okay, because if you're Ellison and you start making these movies with Craigers and all these other things too, and you're going outside, you're telling Gunn to do these things he doesn't want to do, and then Supergirl hits and Man of Tomorrow becomes a mega movie, and then you get rid of Gunn, well, then your fan base is going to turn on you.
Exactly. Which they are in a position, though, where it can be either, hey, we heard the fans and we know that you guys want to change, or, hey, you know what? We do want to champion these guys for you. So honestly, for them, maybe not financially at first, but it's a win-win situation of making sure that they're in the position of either, no, we're making sure that the comic characters that you want to see on screen are being taken care of, or, hey, you love that this is happening, we're going to keep it going for you, which totally makes sense and is great for them. I do want to clarify too real quick, because I know Shadow Jester in the chat was saying this. I want my movies and TV to like kind of connect. I want my average moviegoer, though, to not have to do the homework and still be excited about a movie.
Well, that's what hurt Marvel. That's what hurt Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. So if my dad isn't watching Peacemaker, I don't want him to be confused when he does go see Man of Tomorrow, because he loved Superman, but he was like, oh, Peacemaker's not for me, because season one. He's not, despite how I talk, he's not a big swearing kind of person. And so he's like, this show's not for me. I'm not going to watch it.
And so you shouldn't give people homework. Yeah. And that's why they're putting it. And that's the other thing. It's people don't listen sometimes. I didn't say overall, just because I didn't finish, that it's not good. It wasn't working for me in general. What I'm saying, whether people found it good or not, it just didn't resonate with people in the same way that the first season did. The ratings showed that, and other things too. I'm not telling you that you didn't like it. You very well could have liked it. A lot of people did like it. A lot of people, Chris just said she liked it more than say I did. I didn't, and I haven't watched the full season. I can tell you what I saw was not resonating with me. And reiterate that. What I was watching, I did not enjoy watching it anymore, so I stopped watching it. Didn't say it was bad, just didn't care. That's the difference. So your example doesn't really fit, Crashing Coyote. All right. So I'm curious what you guys think in general. What's going to happen in this whole situation? You feel that this is going to be first of all, is Paramount even going to get it? And Ellison, is he going to make these moves? And I guess before we even move on to this, Chris, the other thing I kind of casually mentioned was with Eggers, for weapons, and it's not a movie that you've seen yet, but this idea, they're already taking meetings with him, right? So that's the thing that's confusing to me, as I said in the beginning of this thing, that's really confusing is they got to be so confident that they're getting this. They're taking meetings already, and they want this thing to go through, and they want him. I understand going after him. I think he's brilliant. I think he's a superstar. I think he's going to be doing things. I love the way he tells stories. I think he's a superstar. And so if he's got an idea in the DC world, I just feel like it'd be one of these things where let's get our guys who are running this thing first. Let's get a meeting with Gunn and Safran after we buy it and say, okay, guys, look, we really want to do a movie with Craigers. I keep saying Eggers, but Craigers. We want to do a movie with him. Here's the deal. He's got this. We want to do this movie. And they go, well, we don't, it's not on our plan. Tough shit. Figure out a way to make it part of your plan. I can understand it. If they want to do that, but they say, how do you make it? Like, work and collaborate, right? Yeah. Saying, this is a guy that everyone loves talking about. He's one of the hot directors, but he's got a great take. We think you're going to like his take too. Gunn comes back, goes, we don't like his take. Like I said, I don't care. Figure out a way to make it work. That's what Gunn and Safran are going to run into now. And that sucks, but that's the way it is. How do you feel?
Well, and I didn't see Weapons. I'm going to, one of my friends is staying with us for Christmas, and she was like, I'll tell you when to not watch that scene, the one you warned me about.
Yes.
So I'm finally going to watch it.
You won't be able to watch. Okay.
But I'm excited about it. And I'm familiar with him because of sketch comedy stuff, like White as Kids You Know. And I think that he's really sharp. And obviously people are talking about him a lot.
Yeah.
You can find a place for him. This is the thing, there is a story that is right for every person to tell. At the end of the day, your own voice matters, and you have a story to tell, no matter what. So they can find something for him, especially because he comes to stuff with such a vision, with such a perspective. And again, you have so many different characters within this universe that you can do some really wild stuff. I mean, he could do something weird like Animal Man or something and have some really fun takes on it.
Yeah. I mean, it is going to be like when we talked about this story last time. This is a fully developing story that is not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger by the day. So the fact that there's so many different, like Puck News was the first one to report this, but then like Collider picked it up and Dark Horizons picked it up, and now it's getting to a place because this is essentially the same story that we talked about 2-3 weeks ago. It's just getting more real now.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens, but I'm very curious to what you guys think about all of it. Please put your thoughts in there. Please and thank you. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't done that already. And subscribe to the Clips channel, because if you miss some of our stuff and you can't watch the full show, you can check it on the Clips channel. Holiday season is right around the corner, everybody, and I got 2 great things for you. Butcherbox is the best, especially if you're making meals. Holy moly, I love it so much. Butcherbox and then Ridge Wallet. Like I said, deals are coming plenty.
Let me tell you a true story. So we are having a holiday party at my place, and we're putting together a really big feast. And thank goodness that we have Butcherbox. Butcherbox, it is just the absolute best. You can spend less time shopping and more time celebrating. So what's Butcherbox? Well, here's what they do. They deliver over 100 premium protein choices straight to your door, including 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork-raised, crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. Now, for nearly a decade, Butcherbox has led the industry with meat and seafood that's antibiotic-free, hormone-free, and independently verified. It's a cleaner, more trustworthy version of what you'd find at the grocery store, delivered right to your door. And man, we got so much chicken. I got a really nice steak. The beef that we made, my wife made these meatballs, and we couldn't believe this. They were so juicy, tender. It was amazing. Absolutely incredible. So what's great about them too is that every box ships free always, and includes members only perks like recipe, inspiration, tips, and exclusive deals to help you make the most of every meal. I know it does for our household. So as an exclusive offer, our listeners can get free steak in every box for a year. That alone is worth it. Trust me. And if that's not enough, you get $20 off your first box when you go to butcherbox.com/Kristian. That's right. Your choice of filet mignon, New York strip, ribeye in every box for entire year, plus $20 off your first box and free shipping always. Butcherbox.com/Kristian. Do not forget to use our link so they know that we sent you. I had a big old stupid wallet that people used to make fun of me of, like a brick. it was old school. And it was such a burden to carry around all the time. So I don't have that anymore. Why? Ridge. It's the best. And you think Ridge was great. Now say hello to the Ridge 2.0. It's the refined version of the Ridge wallet. It's been perfecting the wallet for over 12 years. And everything is better on the Ridge 2.0. It's 10% lighter. Every gram matters in that Ridge wallet 2.0. It's the perfect balance. It really is. They made it more modular with improved cash straps, money clips, and the AirTag attachments. So here's what's cool, too. They have over 50 colors and styles to choose from. You can get a wallet that features every NFL, MLB, or college team. I got the New York Giants one. I love it. It's so convenient. And it really is right now perfect for holiday gifting. I'm giving one of these. We're doing a white elephant, and I guarantee you people are going to be fighting over this Ridge wallet. It's so good. It's not just about the wallets, though. They create premium everyday carry essentials. They have key cases, they have suitcases, and they have a game-changing power banks, all built with the same sleek, durable design that you're going to find the perfect gift for every wish list. Try this season. You're going to thank me. People who give it to you are going to thank me. Losing your wallet, it really is the worst, but here's the trick. With the Ridge Tracker card, you're always going to know where your wallet is. It's perfect before that panic mode just kicks in. Perfect peace of mind for the holiday travel and gifting. For a limited time, Ridge is having their huge holiday sale. If you head on over to ridge.com, you're going to get up to 47% off your order. By far the biggest discount that they've given all year. That is ridge.com for up to 47% off your order during their biggest sale of the year. Now, you're going to purchase. After you purchase, they're going to say, where'd you hear about us? You say, Kristian sent us. Please support the show and tell them that we sent you. Ridge.
Thank you to Ridge and thank you to Butcherbox. I will say, Chris, one of the things is that with Butcherbox has been sending such great meals and I've been eating really well because of it, and even more so. But I've been going on this kind of fitness journey over the since February, and I missed about 5 or 6 days because of the being ill and all these other things too. It really does wear on you, like mentally. I'm telling you, it's amazing how much of a change it is. Like when I go like 4 days a week now, so like it's like
Nice.
it just, that to me sets my mind in such a different. I did this whole post of how mentally it just has changed things, and I saw it by having those 5, 6 days off, and I didn't feel as good anymore. So, and with eating the food I'm eating, because of Butcherbox, really helpful. So thank you to them. Make sure you subscribe or look in the description and get yourself something pretty good. I want to move to a ridiculous story.
Ooh, okay.
Do you hear about this Quentin Tarantino, Paul Dano stuff?
Oh my gosh, what a little bitch.
I don't understand it.
Why? Why
I
be
don't-
mean?
but
I
I
know
don't-
I just called him a little bitch, which is mean too, but
Right, but
that's reactive.
But I don't understand it. So let's talk about this, because Quentin Tarantino, what is this? All right, hold on. Echo frames. Oh, Quentin Tarantino unleashed on Paul Dano. He says he is weak sauce. So just hearing him say that, it's kooky, man. Weak sauce, kooky. So there you go. Where the hell is it? Where did it go? Who the hell is this? Goldie Hawn. What the
Goldie
hell's happening?
Hawn.
All right. Quentin Tarantino isn't shy about his disdain for Paul Dano. He received ire when the legendary filmmaker sat down on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast to discover his top 10 movies of the century. Tarantino picked There Will Be Blood as his 5th favorite film from 2000 on, and stressed the film would have been higher if it wasn't for a big, giant flaw, Paul Dano. Dano starred opposite Daniel Day-Lewis, who won an Oscar for his performance. Tarantino, 62, said the two were not on equal footing. Obviously, it's supposed to be a two-hander, and it's also so drastically obvious that it's not a two-hander, the director said. He is weak sauce, man. He's a weak sister. The U.S. Today has reached out for Dano for a comment. Tarantino wasn't finished, later calling Little Miss Sunshine actor uninteresting and saying Austin Butler would have been better for the role. Ellis attempted to push back on the criticism, noting the weight of Daniel Day-Lewis's role, but the filmmaker wasn't convinced. He said, so you put him with the weakest male actor in SAG? Tarantino countered, I'm not saying he's giving a terrible performance. I'm saying he's giving a non-entity performance. Asked if he liked Dano in other roles, Tarantino couldn't think of any and listed other actors he's not a fan of. I don't care for him. I don't care for Owen Wilson. I don't care for Matthew Lillard. Taking shots at my boy, Matthew Lillard? Come on, man.
Sweetest
Dano,
man.
he's the best. can't take a shot at Matthew Lillard. You lost me. You lost me on Lillard. You lost me on Lillard. Dano received a come on, damn Goldie Hawn thing. You really want me to talk about Goldie Hawn? Anyway, I lost this stupid thing. It doesn't matter. The point is, he's taking shots at people.
Yeah.
And people look. We love Tarantino because he's honest. He's unfiltered, and his style is honest and unfiltered. That's what he does. I think this is bullshit. I think it's bullshit. I think that the reason I think it's bullshit, this isn't a criticism of somebody. This is a clear vendetta or something like this. He has something against this person. I don't know what that is, but you're a director and you know that, especially you're not just a director, you're Quentin Tarantino. You know, your words are going to have the articles, they're going to turn into big articles, and you know that they're going to get back to this guy. I don't understand it. I don't know why he would do it. This was personal. This wasn't a director saying, oh, okay. Like I believe that he doesn't, he's not a fan of Owen Wilson and Lillard, but he didn't destroy their lives within seconds of talking. He's like, I'm not a fan of Lillard. I'm not a fan of him. There's actors I'm not a fan of that don't resonate with me. And I've said so too, and I've said, okay, their performance, and I kind of tune out when I watch it. But this was like, there's vitriol behind it, right?
Yeah, it feels that way. And also, I am taking acting classes in North Hollywood. Paul Dano is in no way, shape, or form the worst, most boring actor in SAG-AFTRA.
Not even close.
There's
great.
There's so many other actors in this union. You can say, I really enjoyed There Will Be Blood, but I feel like Daniel Day-Lewis was let down by the supporting cast. That's a much nicer way to say exactly what he said. And to your point too, maybe that's not Tarantino, right? He's not very PR trained. He says what he wants to say. That's fine. It just felt, and I gotta say, I only read the quote. I haven't listened to him do the interview or anything. I can't imagine a world where this was said in a fun, avuncular of way.
No way.
But it does feel personal and mean and rude. And there are certainly actors too who I've said, I don't like that actor. I think they're boring and I don't enjoy watching their work. But this seemed more about him. And by the way,
Tommy Wiseau is in SAG. So
exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
It did feel more about him than about his work. Because there are certainly actors who I've gone on to say, I've enjoyed this person in this, but gosh, their other stuff, I've not gotten anything from them. I haven't enjoyed them.
Chris.
Is that your DoorDash?
Yes. Take it.
You got it. But yeah, I just feel like if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe don't say it. And maybe that is a very, very naive, kindergarten-y kind of take on things. But and we all don't always do it. I know I screw up sometimes and I say some mean shit. But life is too short. Just talk about the stuff that you like. It's easier to pivot, I think. I would be really interested to know what everyone else in the chat is thinking about this too. It just was such a weird left field thing to me of like, why are we even talking about this? I'd love to know the films that inspire Tarantino and get him excited and what he liked. And that list of his movies is actually really, really interesting. It's a fun, varied list. But I feel like looking at those actors and really going at them and taking those cheap shots, it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. Yeah. It's not my favorite, guys.
Okay, sorry. So
no worries.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, and I think that and I don't know because I had reached out to Roca when this thing happened. He said it's something and I'm not going to dive deep into this because it's just not a conversation I'm going to have. But apparently, I think what he thought, and I'm sure he'll talk about. He might have talked to us on a hot mic already. I guess Dano is very pro-Palestine, where Tarantino is very pro-Israel.
Oh.
So that might be a thing.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe this is just somebody who just doesn't like this person and decided, hey, I'm gonna take a shot and just say it. The thing is, you could say, look, if we were if tons of people do this, you're having a conversation off air, whatever it might be, people who are just not on air, and you go, I don't like that guy. He's the worst. I think he's one of the worst actors of all time. But you're not Quentin Tarantino. You don't have your words don't carry that kind of weight. And it's also, like you said before, you could also say, even because I think your words, what you said about the supporting cast, everything, you could, but you could, if you wanted to be more specific, you can say, look, I'll be honest, I've just never been a Paul Dano guy. I didn't know. I think maybe he was miscast. Like I didn't in that particular role didn't work for me. There's a certain actor sometimes I don't respond to him. I didn't respond to that guy. But that's not what he said. He's the worst actor. That was somebody. I'm coming after you right now. Get ready. And it was a bit bizarre. So
It was weird.
yeah. Again, where you lost me because you lost me on the Matthew Lillard stuff because Matt's my boy.
Giving out dad hugs at horror conventions to
That's
people
my
who
boy.
need them. Like, what
Yeah.
a sweetie pie.
Yeah,
Come
and
on,
Owen Wilson.
man.
Owen Wilson's great too. I mean, but he did with those two what I just said. He did I'm not a big fan of those. I don't like them. But he didn't say they're the worst actors of all time and the weak sauce and this. And it's like, I mean, pretty much just like kick the guy in the balls. But actually, I was going to go away from that story, but apparently there was a follow-up to that. And I think Simu Liu responded to it. Is Simu Liu in Batman too?
What?
Oh no. He's not. Okay.
Okay. It's like,
No. Oh no. Is it this? Okay. I think Variety screwed this up a little bit. Maybe. Let's see. We'll find out in a moment. But here it is. So Paul Dano is defended. The Batman 2 writer. Okay, here we go. Simu Liu and more share praise after Quentin Tarantino slams him as the worst effing actor in SAG. So people are now coming to his side. Hollywood is coming to the defense of Paul Dano after Tarantino slammed the performer as the worst effing actor in SAG. As cinephiles flocked to social media to champion Dano's performances, especially Prisoners. Man, he was so creepy. Marvel's Shang-Chi star Simu Liu joined the chorus of support by posting on X. I don't know, man. I think Paul Dano is an incredible actor. Mattson Tomlin, the screenwriter who is also working with Matt Reeves on Batman Part 2, also defended him on X by writing, I'm really pleased to see so many people cheering on Paul Dano this week. Not only is he a terrific actor, but an astonishing director who exudes control and tremendous empathy. What was the Spielberg movie that just came out about Spielberg? That was it was like what was it called? Oh man, there was the one that he did. It was about like his life. Chris, remember that one?
Oh my gosh, it's the last name. Jeez, Louise, why is my brain not working?
The Fablemans, is that what it was called?
Fablemans, thank you. Oh my gosh.
So Paul Dano was the dad,
in.
and that was great in that too. He was great in that. He's great in Prisoners. He's great. I mean, Paul Dano's great. Check out Wildlife if you haven't seen it. Dano stars as the Riddler in Reeves the Batman, so he shares a connection with the sequel co-writer Tomlin. It's not yet confirmed whether or not Dano and the Riddler will be back for the follow-up, which recently announced that Scarlett Johansson, talk about that early in just a bit, is in early talks for a major role opposite Robert Pattinson as Batman. Tarantino slammed Dano while talking about There Will Be Blood, where the director chose the 5th best movie, yada, 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 called him the big flaw. We did all that already. Oh, you put him in the weakest effing actor, the limpest dick in the world. We didn't read that quote before. I'm not saying, he just really went after him. So everybody's defending him, rightfully so. I mean, Simu Liu, to me, that's fair. I don't know, man. I think Paul Dano is incredible. That was very nice of him to do and step out there too. But people are coming to his aid, and rightfully so. And this will not hurt Paul Dano in the slightest. In fact, I think it'll actually help him.
Yeah. Probably. Just people being like, no, I really like Paul Dano. Oh, I should call him to be in my stuff. Oh, we should set up a meeting. Not like he's hurting for work.
No, what would be great is if Tarantino put him in a movie. That would be great.
Yeah.
If they wound up actually working together down the line, that would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be hilarious if this was just a big PR stunt.
It would be hilarious if that was the case. But I'm probably never going to have it. Anyway, what do you guys make about this whole fiasco? I'm going to have enough time to call things fiasco these days, but this is a fiasco. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, let's get to the Scarlett Johansson. We just talked about it briefly within that story. I guess this kind of goes back to the first story when it comes to what the hell is going to happen with all these movies that they have, right? The casting and new casting. And well, now we got Scarlett Johansson in talks for the Batman Part 2. Now, I don't think anybody's going to be touching the Batman. They're going to let them do what they want to do. New report over at Nexus Point News and subsequently confirmed by the trade says that Scarlett Johansson is in final negotiations to join Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 at Warner Brothers. Black Widow joining DC. That's a big steal. Details about her potential role are being guarded, but speculation has already begun to run rampant about various characters from a new love interest to a potential villain like Poison Ivy. That'd be interesting too. Pre-production on the sequel is moving fast in Glasgow, with more casting on the project expected to be announced shortly ahead of filming commencing earlier in the new year. Others that are confirmed are Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne Batman, alongside Colin Farrell as Oz Cobb the Penguin, Andy Serkis as Alfred, Jeffrey Wright as Gordon, Zoe Kravitz confirmed she won't be returning as Catwoman. That's so interesting to me. Johansson is coming off starring in Jurassic World Rebirth, proved one of the year's biggest hits. She and co-stars Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali are expected to return for a follow-up. She's also recently signed on for Mike Flanagan's new reboot of the Exorcist franchise, which Johansson will reportedly shoot before filming The Batman Part 2. She also released her directorial debut, Eleanor the Great, which premiered at Cannes, and thanks to her Marvel roles under the blockbusters, Reese became the highest-grossing actor of all time. Is that true? I didn't know that she was the highest-grossing actor of all time. Good for her. This is great news for the Batman fans, right?
Yeah. She's so talented. She's great. And there's so many cool characters that she could be. I love the idea of Ivy and doing a very grounded focus on the eco-terrorism aspect of it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that I've seen, though, is people have been pitching maybe this is a take on the Mask of the Phantasm story, which is more about, mobsters and this old flame of Bruce is coming back. And that puts her in the position to be, a villain and a love interest, which is really, really fun. There's a lot you could do here.
I will say also that I think that there's, and I hate to say this because I'm really loving Welcome to Derry so much.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
With the Paramount shakeup and all this, there was no world before the Paramount shakeup. There is no world that Andy Muschietti is doing a Batman movie. There was no world. The Brave and the Bold is not going to happen. No way. And especially when they're gonna put everything into this, and they got Scarlett Johansson, the highest paid actress of all time. They got Robert Pattinson. They have this major cast based off of a sequel to a very popular movie. This David Fincher feeling from Matt Reeves of what they put together. It is going to be their priority. It is going to be, especially with the new leadership saying, focus on that. And putting Scarlett Johansson in it's a big move also because it is very Yankees, Red Sox, DC, and Marvel. Whether people want to believe it or not, I think that, and I'm with everybody when they say comic book fans should be rooting for comic book movies in general,
Absolutely.
whatever brand it is. But it's not to say teams are teams, right? And I think that Scarlett Johansson is also strategic for them going, let's get one of Marvel's biggest actors ever and put her in DC now.
Oh, absolutely. It's so smart. It's very, very smart of them to do. Also, chat, you're saying that she should be Barbara Gordon. That means
Batgirl, right?
Yeah. But then Jeffrey Wright is her dad. Is he that? They're
right.
They don't have a big enough age difference to be father-daughter, do they? I mean, it's Hollywood. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. I just saw him recently in he doesn't have a big enough role in it, but he's great in the new Knives Out movie.
Oh, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a few other things we can discuss in just a little bit, but
Okay.
let's finish this one, guys. What do you think about the addition of Scarlett Johansson to this movie? Is it a good move? Is it a bad move? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know what you are thinking. All right, let's move on. And we're going to kind of go with this story and then kind of transition into some of the things that I've seen recently. But one of the things that I saw recently last night was Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now there's a report about how this movie is going to do. And apparently it's going to open lower than the original did. So Five Nights at Freddy's sequel opens in cinemas this Friday. PG-13 horror sequel is reportedly on track for a robust 35 to 40 million debut in 3,300 North American theaters, reports Variety. That means that the game-to-film adaptation will make its 36 million budget back on its opening weekend. something any movie franchise would envy. However, this isn't just any movie franchise. The first film debuted in late 2023 was even more gargantuan hit than expected. The title premiered with 80 million in its domestic opening weekend in cinemas and was by far Blumhouse's biggest opening to date, ended its run with nearly 300 million in global revenue. It was seen as doubly impressive that the title debuted day and date simultaneously on streaming service with Peacock, and to this day remains the biggest box office opening weekend for a day and date release. That the sequel, which is exclusively to cinemas only this time, is tracking to debut with less than half of what it filmed is not good. Taking into account that the first film potentially lost several million in ticket sales due to the same day release, it's really not good. Blumhouse is coming off a brutal year at the box office, a string of flops, and Black Phone 2 is the sole success so far. Zootopia 2 is expected to rule again with a further 44 to 50 million, a 50% decline from its 98 million. Film has hit 616.7 million worldwide in its first release. Tarantino's Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair's re-release is expected to earn 5 to 10 million. That's more than impressive, considering that movie is going to be close to 4.5 hours long. That's $5 to $10 million for a 4.5 hour movie is is great. Great. Okay, so let's start with the story itself. It's concerning if you're Blumhouse that this is a major fan base, like a major fan base. My 14-year-old loves the amount of times I've heard these freaking theme songs, and I know who William Afton is and Michael Afton and the kids and all that. I know all this shit because of her. I had never really even seen the first one all the way through. I didn't think. And I'm going to reiterate this because, my God, I said it on the Out of the Theater reaction last night, and people don't listen. I'll reiterate it. I had not seen the thing all the way through. So what did I do? I watched the whole movie the whole way through with Tina, put a reaction up, which will be up pretty soon. And I watched the whole thing. Then I went and saw the movie, the second one. So I knew, and it's okay. And I liked the first movie. There's a lot of holes in it. It's not a great movie, but it's fun. From what I hear, very different from the games and everything too, from what my daughter tells me. I didn't like the second movie. I thought the writing was terrible. And Matthew Lillard, I was hoping was going to be like him and Skeet Ulrich are in this movie together again.
Wonderful.
They're barely even in it. And McKenna Grace, who I love. This kid's great. She's wasted. Everybody else is fine in the movie. They're good in it. It's just some of the dialogue and the story choices. But maybe it is for the audience. But if the audience is only going to bring in 25 million, that's a problem for week 2.
Yeah.
It's not the big problem for week 1. It's the problem for week 2 is that the returning audience is going to be there. So are you worried if you're
Oh, absolutely. Because they're also, they're coming off of a year that's not super banner for them. Black Phone 2 did not do well. And this was
Black
a
Phone
movie,
2 Black Phone 2 did do well.
I thought
That's
it
what
didn't.
No, that's what they said.
It was the only one that was
sole
good.
one
It was
that
the
did well.
only one that's good. Oh, that's my fault. I'm so sorry. Listening, God.
Yep.
And so, see, people don't listen. You're
I
right,
know.
Kristian. Don't listen to any of us. But they haven't had a great year overall. And their whole big thing, too, was doing these nice kind of shoestring budgets and then profiting off of that. That's been their whole kind of model that's made them so successful, and also doing innovative storytelling and everything. The first movie too, they made it an event. I would go to the Regal in North Hollywood, and there would be kids all cosplaying, which was absolutely terrifying to see small children dressed as these freaky little characters. That's also because I'm a baby and everything scares me. But I don't feel the same hype around this in general too going into it. And I know also I'm not a part of the horror community. That's not something that I gravitate towards. But my friends who are, my podcast partner, Amy, who loves horror.
You could take these movies. You'd be able
Oh,
to.
yeah. Five Nights. I can play those games, too. I love them.
Yeah. I like I saw the games. The games are creepy, way creepy. Yeah.
They're really creepy, and it's but they're a good time. But I haven't heard a lot of people, excited about it to begin with, aside from having, the first husbands of horror back together in it. So it's very disappointing to hear that they're not in that much. And I just feel like, again, the first one kind of felt like lightning in a bottle because there was such low expectations for it. It was, doing that day and date and stream of like you could stream or you could go see it in theaters.
Yeah, right. Which was crazy that it delivered in the way that it did.
Yeah.
So maybe it has like maybe it has a bigger debut than they think. So
could.
I wonder, but it's one of the movies that I saw. One of the other movies that I saw was Marty Supreme, which I'm going to release my out of the theater reaction for that today. I won't release all my thoughts on it. I want people to see the out of the theater reaction, which is shot already, and I'll let people watch that today. But he will probably win Best Actor for this.
Really?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
this is a very solid film.
I gotta be honest, everything about that movie, I'm like, these are really great actors, but I could not
Oh, I
care
liked it.
about.
I
Yeah?
liked it. Yeah, I liked
Okay.
it. It was
That's
interesting.
good. That's
It was
good. Because I
interesting.
really enjoy his acting and everything.
Yeah.
And I like
It's-
Gwyneth.
It's a trip, man. It's a circus.
Okay.
It's a circus. And it's a
Nice.
pretty fascinating story when a lot of it. It's not, they pull some inaccuracies and, make a movie and things too.
Sure.
So I'll release that one soon. The other one, based off a true story, was The Luckiest Man on Earth. I think it was called Luckiest Man in America. I can't remember. It's the one with Paul Walter Hauser. Are you a Luckiest Man?
The game show one.
Yes. So are you familiar with this story?
Yeah, where he basically just kind of figures out the algorithm essentially.
So, but
the game.
Yes, but do you remember that game show?
No.
Press Your Luck. So I watched that game show all of the time as a kid. Like I remember watching it in the summertime. I have a very vivid memory of right before I went to play stickball in the park with my friends, having a glass of iced tea and watching Press Your Luck. Like I would watch that show, and it was
When was that on?
80s, and Peter Tamarkin was was the host of it. And so this guy, he's an ice cream truck driver, unemployed guy for a bit, and he cheated the system, and he figured out the algorithm, if you will, or the pattern of the board, and the highest amount anyone had ever won, I think, was something like $15,000 or maybe $17,000. He won $113,000 in one. What's it? There's so much that it's split up into two things, and so I'm telling the true story about it first, and then I'll get into the actual movie itself. And I was watching because I knew the story. I remember it as a kid, and I remember, and again, I had over the years, and even when YouTube became a thing, they pushed it out there, and so I knew right away when I love Paul Walter Hauser. So when I saw that he was playing, I was like, okay, great. I'm interested in this. And then I started watching on YouTube. I'm watching, and my 8-year-old starts watching it with me. And at the end, she goes, oh, he didn't cheat. And I go, technically, you're not wrong. She's like, wasn't in the rules that you couldn't do that. She's like, and I go, she's not wrong because they paid him his money. Because of that, it was not in the contract that you couldn't do that. You just shouldn't have done it, but he did.
Yeah.
So he cheated the system. What they also said was if he would have stayed, he decided to stop playing. He could have owned CBS. He could have played for millions and millions of dollars and walked out of there and been going on for months. But anyway, that's the story. That's a long-winded way to say I didn't love the movie, because I loved Paul Walter Hauser in it. But what they did do after a bit, for the fascinating part of where they got to it, then they do this whole thing of things that didn't happen and made things to just make a movie. And it was like, well, I know that didn't happen, and that seems so far-fetched, and it lost me. So
That's a shame.
Yeah, he's great. I love Paul Walter Hauser. He's great.
He's good in everything.
He's great, but this one it just didn't work. I saw Hedda, which is a Nia DaCosta, Tessa Thompson movie.
Yeah, they had a Gabler adaptation.
I felt like I drank a bottle of NyQuil. I was so bored, and I wanted to love it because I love Tessa Thompson, and she's really good in the movie. But I thoroughly disliked the characters. I felt like it was the same scene again and again and again, and it felt like it was a 12-hour movie, and I think it was just around 2 hours, but it felt forever. So I did not love that movie. That's that one. I talked about Train Dreams. I watched.
Ooh.
Great movie.
I was interested.
Depressing.
Okay, cool.
Depressing.
Yeah.
But great. And Joel Edgerton should be in the conversation for Best Actor. He's great. So if you have that's available for everybody on Netflix right now too. You can check that out. And it's just a story. This guy, simple guy, lives in the woods, and with his wife, baby girl. But he goes out and he's a logger, so he takes him away, and just things happen, and it's it takes place in like the in between like the 20s to like the 50s and around that. Yeah. But it's solid. So I would say if you're looking for some of those Oscar performances, that's one.
It looks beautiful. I was watching an interview with the two of them, and they were talking about how they used so much like natural light, and it was just like, nope, we're just outside near this cabin. That's it. It's just us and the DP, no one else. Which seems beautiful. Like such a cool, intimate way to film.
It's you can tell. I don't know if I talked about this yet. Hamnet, I finally watched.
Were you okay?
Oh, did you see it?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to on Friday. And every person I know who has kids, I'm very worried about them seeing.
Yeah. It's not easy with that, right? That aspect of it. I told my wife, I said, look, it's a beautiful movie, but you shouldn't watch it. But it is the definition of beautiful. Chloe's out. She should win Best Director.
Wow. Okay.
It is just a beautiful movie, and I don't just mean in this way that it looks. And I always forget and I won't after this year, but the lead actress should be the one who wins Best.
Oh gosh, yeah, she was. I always forget her name too. She was in The Women. I'll look her up real quick.
But they'll tell us in the comment section in a second here too. But
Jessie Buckley.
Jessie Buckley. She's
incredible.
She should win.
Yeah. She's good in everything too. God.
I have seen mostly everything at this point that I think most people are going to be nominated for. Maybe there's something else. I don't know what else I should see. But I mean, look, I thought Julia Roberts was amazing in Afterthought. I really did. But Jessie Buckley is and Emma Stone was great in in
Begonia.
Yep. But Buckley should be the front runner. Should be the front runner. She is so good. And then what else did I see? I don't know if I talked about Rental Family. I think I did. Rental Family, which is that's a sweet movie. It's a very, very sweet movie. But I think I talked about that recently. And then what else? Is that everything else that I've seen? I think so.
Have you seen Anaconda yet?
No, I have a screening for it soon. I like that they're kind of taking the piss, as the Brits say. With his own. So I'll go and check it out. But no, I haven't seen that one.
Okay.
And I saw Avatar, obviously. And I think Warfare. Someone said I never talked about Warfare. I did see Warfare, and I saw that a little while ago. Again, a very solid movie. A very solid movie. It to me didn't have the structure of a regular movie, and this is not a criticism on it. This is clearly a retelling of a military thing that happened, very similar to what Black Hawk Down did, right?
Sure. Okay.
And you can tell that the people involved were there, and that they recreated this and put you in there, and it is intense. It is real. I didn't question it for a second. I'm not going to say I wasn't emotionally invested. That's not true at all. I was definitely emotionally invested. I did, like, when the story itself, I'm like, okay, it wasn't like, all these other movies. People are like, it's going to be in your top 10. It's not in my top 10. Okay. I think it's a really good movie, solid movie, and not an easy watch at all. And I think for military people, they'll probably resonate to it even more so, and rightfully so. Very solid movie. Very tough watch. Probably never watch it again. Not because it wasn't good, just because it's not an easy watch. That is very tough. Good performances.
That was one that I'm so bad about doing that. I'm just going to wait till I get my screener. That's what I'm going to watch on my screeners. Yeah. And I take the whole SAG voting really seriously. Mm-hmm. For those of you who don't know too, SAG does this wonderful lottery so that it's just random which members get to be part of the nomination committee. And I got to do that a couple years ago.
That's cool.
And it was the best. And so I love doing the screeners so I can also like just be a total obnoxious person and like pause and
Totally.
rewind a scene and be
Yeah.
like, wait, hold on, that's such a good moment. Ooh, that's great. So that's when I am looking forward to just kind of like breaking down and also being
Mhm.
able to literally take a break and walk away when it gets a little intense.
Easily, yes, and that's the thing is that so I am part of SAG, but I wasn't voting on it for SAG. I was voting for Critics' Choice because
Makes
the
sense.
audience made me, and they were right last year because I was talking about how I feel like the Oscars, and there was that big report. People didn't even see everything,
Yeah.
and drove me nuts. And someone's like, "Well, you're part of the Critics' Choice. Did you see everything?" I was like, "I saw most of it. You got to see everything too if you're going to criticize them." I was like, "You're right." So I watched everything this year. 100%. You got to if people call you out and you bullshit, you got to make it not bullshit anymore. So that was so I've been watching everything. I'm trying to watch every single thing that I can because I want to be able to, accurately because I still say, and not just because I'm a part of it, I would say it even if I wasn't, I still feel like the Critics' Choice Awards are the most credible awards out of all of
Yeah.
them
I
because
think they're incredibly balanced.
it's because critics have to watch everything.
Yeah.
You have to watch. That's their job. Their job is to go and see everything and watch everything and know everything. And there's certain people inside of the academy, they just are in it because they got clout, and they're not watching everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot there, guys. What do you think about the movies that I saw? What do you think about the Five Nights at Freddy stuff? Put all your thoughts in there. Let me know. All right, we got questions, the things we're going to do. And before we do it, I wanted to tell you guys about our good friends over at Nutrafol and Aura Frames. Gifts galore.
All right, I'm so excited to find new gifts for people in the holiday season. And I know people are looking for gifts. They're running around right now. I get it. You're like, what am I going to get for somebody that I know that they're going to like? It's stressful. Trust me. I got it. Aura Frames. It is the one that you're going to get for somebody and you're going to feel like, oh, they really thought about me when they got this. I have a problem when it comes to searching for like my mom. What is she going to like? I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? I'm getting her a frame. She's going to love it. She's got so many great pictures from the past and things she could use. It's amazing. So here's the beauty about it. You can upload unlimited photos and videos to this thing. You just have to download the Aura app and it connects right to the Wi-Fi. You can preload the photos before they ship out. You can personalize your gift. You want to put a message in there. It's amazing. You can share photos and videos, no problem whatsoever. You can go right from your phone and it's all year round. And there's a gift box included. That's pretty cool too. Every frame that comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. So for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift. You got to visit auraframes.com. You're going to get $35 off of Aura's best-selling Carver matte frame. It's named #1 by Wirecutter. You got to use the code, though, Kristian at checkout. That is auraframes.com. Promo code Kristian. Now, this deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames do sell out real fast. So if you order yours now to get in time for the holidays, you're going to appreciate it. Support the show by mentioning us at the checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Willie!
So happy to be with Nutrafol for as long as we have been because it's the holiday season, and man, oh man, what a gift, what a thoughtful gift Nutrafol could be. Because if you give Nutrafol, you give the gift of stronger and faster growing hairs. It really is an ideal gift for anyone who deserves a boost of confidence, science-backed support heading into the new year. And this holiday season, Nutrafol is the perfect gift for anyone on your list. It could be for your mom. It could be for your aunt going through menopause. It's maybe a friend who just had a baby and is experiencing postpartum hair shedding. Your husband, your father who relies on his baseball hat to cover things up. Yourself. Or anyone looking to support their overall hair health. It's probably not something you've ever even thought of as a gift. Trust me, they're going to be thanking you later, giving something that someone actually needs instead of a mug or a T-shirt or a gift card. I'm telling you, it's thoughtful, it's impactful, and it is a way to show that you really care this holiday season. You can feel great knowing that Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It really is the gold standard in third-party certification. Give the gift of confidence this holiday season with Nutrafol. Now, whether you're treating yourself or someone on your list, visibly healthier, thicker hair is the gift that keeps on giving. Right now, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription plus free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Kristian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian. $10 off. Nutrafol.
Hey, Harloff.
Thanks, Mike. All right. Thank you to Nutrafol. Thank you to Aura Frames. Link is in the description for both. All right, let's see. I'm going to play a game.
Okay.
So, Chris, you get to guess, and we'll see the audience can guess. We'll see who gets it right. What did I get from DoorDash? I'll give you 4 choices.
Okay.
Did I get 2 slices of pizza and a meatball sub? Did I get a cheeseburger barbecue with a side of ranch and French fries? Did I get 2 chicken breasts with rice, banana, and broccoli? Or a salad with chicken in it?
Banana and broccoli.
Just saying.
What? It's one of the last 2 because you're on your health kick. I don't think you treated yourself to a
You get a
slice
cheat meal
today.
sometimes. You get a cheat meal sometimes.
Oh, okay. Then the burger with the ranch because that's specific.
Okay, you're going with the burger and ranch.
Yeah.
Joshua's going with 2 chicken breasts. Scott said the salad with the chicken in it. Let's see. So I Love Slippers says salad with the chicken in it. I want more. I want everybody guessing. This costs you nothing to guess, you sons of bitches. Come on. 2 slices and a sub is what he wanted to get.
Yeah.
Banana is a cheat fruit. That's what someone writes. 2 slices of pizza. That's what Richard says. And someone says so juvenile. Is that talking about this? Maybe. Pizza, chicken salad. I think you ate your own words. I did that too. I would do that often. Okay. You ready for the reveal?
All of the above is my favorite one. You got all of those things.
The answer is I would love to have all those things. All right. Here's the reveal. Give yourselves a pat on the back. If you guessed big old salad with chicken.
See, I
about
should have gone with my gut.
Look at
Got
this.
thrown off by cheat meal.
Yep. That's what I had to do. I had to throw you off. It's good.
Well done. This is why I'm so bad at poker because I also am just like, no one would lie to me about anything. Why would anyone do that?
No. And then I got to figure out what my cheat meal is going to be. But here's the thing. Here's the bullshit thing that I just found out.
Okay.
It sucks. But we're going to start shooting the show in the beginning of the year, hopefully.
Wonderful.
You know, I'm being optimistic in that we're going to hit our goal. But I'm going on a very, very strict diet in the beginning of the year. Where, you know, I take cheat weekends now. Cannot do that. It's going to be very, very strict, like balancing out the right amount of protein. All this Ming, who I do these things with, he's putting me on his very strict diet. I'm now doing plans with both him and I'm going, you know, I'm working in unison now with the gym that I go to, and probably start posting some videos too. So it's going to be even more locked in than I've ever been before. So we'll see what happens.
I
Anyway,
feel your pain, man.
Yeah,
I am on the soupening, so it's a lot of soup, a lot of protein. I get 3 days basically in December because I do Feast of Seven Fishes. So I cook a shit ton of seafood for about like 20 people. It's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
But then after that, it is I start Dryuary, where basically I get to have some champagne on New Year's Eve. But then it's just
that's it.
No carbs or anything. I got to be more militant because everything I'm doing just is not working. So my nutritionist was like, "We got to go hardcore. We got to change."
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm doing 90 days of this thing because I said this is not going to be my full. I would never be able to do this full.
Oh, it can't be
the diet that is going to be, but like 90 days of just like cutting this stuff, putting like a lot of protein, but not just protein diet, but you still have carbs, but like rice, but measuring it out, all this stuff. So so we'll see. Okay. Good news for you, Chris Carr. You are already at 83.
Hey, look at us go. We're at 83, bud. We're at 83.
Well, I usually have the numbers every day, right? So it's always,
but that's still a team effort.
That's true, and I appreciate that. But I am hoping that you got a shot here to take out Mike and Roca 118 is what we're. What keep saying 118 or 119? What did I tell you?
119, I think, is what it
119.
was.
All right, 119 is what you need here to tie.
Okay.
120 to win, or at least 120 to put you in competition with yourself and Winston tomorrow. If you do that, so let's see.
Ooh.
All right, and the good news for you is that Derek Johnson is in the chat, and I think he's been helping
I've
you
seen all
out.
that support. I appreciate you, Derek.
Derek's the man.
Mhm.
So let's now start with Jake Wood Blues. When does Chris get her own Squirrel Girl opening animation for Capes and Cows? Yes, and the reason why that hasn't happened is because Wicked Art is the man, and he did so much work on that, and it took him forever to do, and he's working on other things right now, and he just doesn't have the time to do it. And they can't really ask him, so we haven't had an opening for Capes and Cows in a bit, but that's it. It's because the genius behind the opening just isn't able to do it.
And honestly, I still like seeing Coy in the intro.
I know.
Like,
I know,
even as
sure.
someone who's on the show now instead, I'm like, oh,
I know, and
he's
I
so talented. He's so smart.
Yes, and I want to get to the freaking the Capes and Cows comic book read stuff too, but it's just to be completely honest, the show has kind of overpowered everything right now.
Sure.
The pilot. Jake Wood Blues, just more support for Chris. What a cool
Thanks, Jake.
avatar he's got. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Thank you, Jake.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Gopal says, I can't make it live today, but support. Gopal, you're always
Thanks,
missed.
Gopal.
You're the best. And here is the man himself coming in hot. Derek, we're going to see tons of these as it flashes on the screen as we moving on down the road, as they say. Okay, tons. And Joshua says, oh my God, I saw it was just an accident. Intense.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh my God, I saw it was just an accident. I probably know what it is, but I'm not catching on right now. Shut Up Ralph. The Departed was great. Thanks for the reaction. Bring one battle with me before your top 10. That's the next one we're doing. We're recording it tomorrow, but I got to tell you, Ralph, I know you guys have been suggesting these movies. They suggested The Town and they suggested The Departed.
Ooh.
No one watched them. Like I thought Departed would do well. Ate it. Town, ate it. So there's only so many of those suggestions I'm going to take before we got to go into other stuff because nobody watched them. Thank you, Derek. Derek's got a ton of these. And then Shut Up Ralph. Leo is trolling. He'll have a cameo in Cliff Booth for sure. He ain't saying no to Fincher and Tarantino. Also, show Sam Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I probably will show her that movie. So one of the reasons, and this might be in the show notes, Luke, we have to probably take it out of the show notes because we never got to it. And that was, of course, Leo talking about Heat, and saying he pretty much just confirmed he's going to be in it. We kind of knew that already, but he also said that he's not going to be in the David Fincher follow-up to the Tarantino movie, which is the Cliff Booth movie. Do you believe him that he won't show up at all?
I just feel like he's going to have some kind of cameo or something.
And even if he doesn't, he could always say, I mean, if it's not scheduled now, he can always say, well, we shot something after I gave that interview.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tons of these from Derek. So thank you so much, Derek. I'm going to just keep that highlighted until the next one comes up. Crash and Coyote, Gunn is safe. His contract ends next November. By then, Man of Tomorrow will be done filming. He will continue because there's 0% chance they Batgirl Man of Tomorrow. Oh, they're definitely not going to Batgirl Man of Tomorrow. Of course not. You're right there. Safe is a different conversation though. Mm-hmm. When you say safe, I assume you're saying he's not going to get fired, right? Right off the bat. The question is what he was given when he signed on before the contract ended in November was carte blanche, saying, here you go. You and Saffron, do what you got to do. He is no longer going to have that. So it's not a matter anymore about safe. It's a matter of, do you want to stay there? And do you want to re-up your contract? Now, what kind of ammo is he going to have after Man of Tomorrow, right? Because his contract is ending in November and Man of Tomorrow won't even have come out. So by the question then will be, when Man of Tomorrow comes out, will he still be in charge of DC of his own will? Will he? Because he's either going to have to re-up, and if they don't want him in that same kind of power seat, will he want to re-up?
Yeah. And being under contract too, you guys, I don't know if you've ever had a shit job where they've just changed the terms enough that it doesn't affect your contract, but it affects you wanting to be there. Because you could get a different workload or a different kind of power dynamic or hours cut or something like that. Things like this happen all the time. I've experienced this myself. And then you make the decision ultimately to leave. And then it's just, it was their decision to go. But you're put in a position where you have to. So there's so many different variables here too that could make it so he isn't safe in this position ultimately, or doesn't want to continue this position.
That's really what it comes down to. It really comes down to they've got to if he wants to work there anymore.
Yeah.
The collaboration. If they're going to strip him of the kind of power that he has, or at least diminish it, then he's going, I don't want to re-up my contract anymore. I'm good. I'm just going to, it's not like he's going to be hard pressed to find work. Again, Derek Johnson coming in hot with the Mark, Jason, Ali. Hello, Christian and Chris. How are you both? Thank you, Mark. We're doing well. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? We did. I think I know why it says I'm a new member. It's because I get gifted memberships as well as renewals. Oh, there we go. Well, it said, right there. It says you're a member for 7 months. So there. Okay. Interesting. Thank you for letting us know. Mark's great. Mark always pops into the streams as well, too. He's a very nice, very nice person. Excuse me. Derek coming in with some more support there too. Currently at 94. Currently at 94. I think we got a shot. Paul Hitchcock, rejected name for Popsicles Childos.
That's a good one. I had to do an audition with Logan once for a product called Corksicles.
Oh.
And the entire time it was just like, we can't take this seriously.
No.
This is so phallic.
Indeed. Corksicles. Yeah, you can't do it. Derek Johnson just putting in so much support today.
Yeah, Derek, thank you.
Buster Barnes, Gunn said on Threads a couple days ago that Weapons was one of his favorite movies this year. I don't get why Krager wouldn't pitch it to them. Well, because it's one of these things that, Buster, what I would tell you is, if you feel that way, then you would probably start to go with the, I don't know why they're pitching to someone else. That probably shows you that they might not be in charge as much anymore. That there's going to be a new kind of regime. That's probably why, if that indeed is the case, because why wouldn't Gunn have talked to him? And maybe they said, like, maybe Krager's even said, should I talk to Gunn? They're like, no, we'll take the meeting. I don't know. Maybe they make more Elseworld stuff too, is another thing.
Yeah.
That could be another thing. They can make they could force Gunn to just do more Elseworld stuff. Do your DCU thing. Put those out. But we want a separate thing in a different universe where Zach Kragers is doing this. Will it be confusing? 100%. Derek Johnson throwing in that support. Thank you, Derek. Peter Stone, Forbes just said Gunn is fine, but I guess that isn't as sexy as other headlines. That drives me nuts. That drives me nuts. Forbes said it. Forbes said it. That's wrong. So there you go. Well, you want to talk about that? This is the whole point, Peter. Pete, P boy, P man. Almost said P Diddy, but I didn't. Now I did. But what I will tell you is that Forbes could be correct. These other reports could be correct. We don't know. So it has nothing to do with it. In the same way, okay, how about this tomorrow? Pete man, tomorrow on Capes and Cows, we'll lead with Forbes says he's fine. Is he? How about that? Fuck are you talking about?
You hit like a Seinfeld pitch and it's killing me.
I mean, come on. What is the deal with Gunn? He's safe. He's out. I mean, come on. What's he doing? And is he going to be doing anything with the weapons guy? Drives me nuts. Well, Forbes said it, but you don't want to cover that. Huh? Huh? Come on. You know it to be true, Harloff. Forbes said it. They write it up. They put it out there. And you don't want to talk about that? Huh? Fucking guy. Come on, Pete.
Thanks,
I like
Pete.
your trench coat, though. All right.
It's a good photo.
Yeah, it was nice. Derek Johnson. Gunn will probably be fine for his initial slate. If it doesn't make money, he'll probably be out. That would make the most sense.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense. Support coming from Derek once again.
Derek, you mensch. Come on.
It's the best. 95 so far. Continuing down the road. Crash and Coyote. Even if I don't like a show, I still finish it out to respect the filmmaker since I work in the industry. But just speaking for me, it's how you finish. Even. Oh, sorry. Oh, you did that already. Yeah, great. You got kids? You got kids, Crash and Coyote? Maybe you do. I don't always have the luxury of doing that. If I'm watching stuff and I'm going, okay, look, I got other things I got to watch. I got other things. And if I'm covering it, and look, capes and cowls and everything, I got two people who are going to watch it. And I'll probably get to it eventually, or probably not. So
there's just so much stuff to watch too. Because I know like people come for me with my lack of horror knowledge or certain movies and stuff, but it's like I'm watching so much other stuff, guys. One of us will cover it. One of us will give you that info. But I get that perspective of the integrity of the film.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that's
Advait Sharma. What is the best movie year, 2008 or 2026? You mean as far as just what looks good? Because
what movies came out in 2008?
Well, 2026 isn't here yet, so we don't know.
Yeah. I was in college.
Yeah, I don't really understand the question. But I'll say what looks better. 2026 looks better, as far as just a sexier number. Lisa Evers. I am not even a big fan of Peacemaker, but season 2 is absolutely a success. Not ratings, it wasn't. A mixed reception finale doesn't invalidate how well it did as a season. It did not do well. The show charted and was still received well by people and critics. No, it did not do well in the ratings. I don't know where you're getting that number, but the numbers are it was down significantly. Yeah. So I appreciate the very, very, very nice, supportive super chat there, but no, it did not do well. Derek Johnson, Chris Carr is one of my favorites. Mine too.
Thank you, Derek. Thanks.
Yes.
Appreciate it, guys.
And apparently so, because at 97, he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna take you over that finish line. Woo! We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Again, thank you. Some more support from Derek. Okay, and we are now at 98. As I'm gonna go, I'm just scrolling past a lot of the support ones, which he understands that when I do that. Tribal Sheep. The ratings showed Peacemaker season 1 didn't even chart. LOL. Season 2 did by default did better.
Where are you guys seeing this?
I don't know. I feel like people are making things up.
We talked about these reports too, though, of the numbers dropping. So that's why I'm so confused. Like we looked at Nielsen.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people.
Okay.
Here's what I respect. I really do. Contrary to voices and everything too, I respect the passion that are behind. Like if people don't like what you like, people get freaking pissed. Now, do I think it's stupid sometimes in the way that they defend it? Yes. People. I mean, there are people in this comment section that are acting as if I came into their house and peed all over their couch because I said season 2 didn't do well, or that
really should stop peeing on couches, though. It's such a weird thing, man.
It's a weird. Well, it was something I was taught as a kid, but
it's fair. How you're raised, you know.
But I appreciate that you would get that, like that. The entertainment and pop culture could get you so like that you want to defend it. I do appreciate it very much. I think it's silly in the way that I would much rather have a conversation with someone and them going, hey, why didn't you like it? Well, I'll tell you what. And how about this? But people they get so like defensive over it, like it's theirs sometimes. And it's like, I get the passion behind it. I get it.
Dude, there used to be a guy at this barcade who was a bouncer.
Yeah.
Who would, when I was still on Campus show, would like greet me and be like, let me tell you about how wrong you are, your opinions. And I'd be like, whoa, I'm just here to like play Pac-Man and have a beer, man.
Right. And you can't, it's the essence of opinion. You can't be wrong on an opinion. You can have a different opinion. You can't be wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. I hate that YouTube has done this. They change up the names. I can't say it. No. I feel like DC getting Scarlett from Marvel is a more interesting topic. Legit surprised me. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely feels the bigger. I think that is the bigger story. I agree with you 100%. Derek, more support there. 101. Getting very close, Chris.
Hey.
Getting very close. Gleek the Monkey, a member for 4 months. Thank you, Gleek.
There was great name.
Yeah, it was great. There was one Forbes article. They said they didn't think Superman made a profit. Forbes themselves corrected the record. Superman was very profitable. Okay. If you know, Gleek, send the report over to our email address. Show me exactly. And like again, and I'm not. What I am making it very clear is what I'm not saying is you're wrong. It didn't. It very well could have made $200 million, and I will say I hope that it did. But are you rooting for it, or because Forbes said it? Forbes said it. That should be a new shirt. Forbes
That's
said
gonna
it.
be great merch.
It really Forbes said it. Everything. Hey, sky's purple. How do you know it's purple? It's blue.
Forbes
said it. Forbes. It's all about Forbes. Forbes said it. My favorite. Derek coming in hot. Really like that Derek Johnson. The G-Man. Support. Chris, your thought on Sesame Street's Knives Out, Send Up Forks Out? That's hilarious. Grover still brings the funny.
Oh, it's so cute. It's so
That's really great.
adorable.
I love that. I didn't know they did that. Did they do one?
Yeah, they did. It's
Great.
precious, and Grover kills it. And then Ryan Johnson talked about, he's like, I know a lot of you want a Muppet Knives Out with like Benoit Blanc in there. That means one of the Muppets is murdered and is a murderer.
Right.
That feels wrong, guys. And I'm with you, Ryan.
Yeah, well, unless you don't, you can have them do something else except murder.
Exactly. They could do a burglary. They could do a heist.
Yeah, like the Great Muppet Caper or whatever it was.
Exactly.
Beagle Studios. Supergirl should be a show, and Lantern should be a film. I don't know. But Woman of Tomorrow to me, or is that what it's called? Is it called Woman of Tomorrow? That sounds pretty science fiction. That story sounds pretty movie to me. A-list characters are Superman. I don't disagree. That Batman, Diana, Flash, Lantern, Aquaman, Nightwing, and Harley. I get where you're coming from. I get it, but yeah, I just think that we're too far past that now. Derek Johnson.
We haven't seen him, so how do we know which should be which right now?
That's very, very true. Okay, so some more support from Derek as he's coming in hot here. And let's see. Next one after the Derek Johnson support. Again, 107, guys. You take Chris Carr needs 119 to tie. Needs 120 to beat Roca and Kalinowski. Can she do it? We shall see. More support in there for Derek. And here is Dan Skyder. Kristian, I emailed you about missing SEN live episodes a couple of weeks ago and would love to hear from you when you have the time. I have the message saved. I haven't actually looked at it yet, but I have it saved. Is it that you put together a full playlist? Because that's great. That's great. I'd like to see how that works, because I haven't gone out and watched an SEN episode maybe ever. Derek Johnson. Thank you, Derek. Shut up, Ralph. Well, the Arnold movies with Steph aren't doing great either. So no, they're doing better. I mean, they at least at 10 to, even the last one, 10 to 15. And I'm going to finish out. We're going to switch it up and do other stuff. But yeah, the Arnold movies aren't doing that great either. Got to switch it up, because Sam's coming in to do Knives Out Part 2.
Fun.
So, we'll get to 3, and then we're going to start to, we're trying everything, throwing it all against the wall. Legend. Chris, you're so awesome. Have you seen The Predator? You mean Badlands?
I haven't seen Badlands yet, but I've seen the original Predator. Okay. I like to do the clap. I like to greet my buddies.
It's hilarious. Dylan. You know that Steph had never, I forget how, have you seen a lot of the Arnold movies?
I've seen some, because I've seen like some of the Terminator films.
Okay.
Predator, Kindergarten Cop, Twins, True Lies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Conan.
You haven't. Okay, so Conan. Yeah, we just watched. She's now seen. She hasn't seen Conan yet, but she has seen Commando. She has seen.
Oh, okay.
Predator. She has seen Kindergarten Cop. What else? Kindergarten Cop.
Are you guys gonna do Jingle All the Way?
Oh, we're gonna do Jingle All the Way. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And she's never seen Christmas Story.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, she's younger too, because it was that 24-hour cycle on TNT. Like, it was inevitable that you would see it when I was a kid.
Yeah. So what else? We saw quite a few. Quite a few. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get to some more here. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. I hope. Let's see. I'm moving down the line. Sorry. Oh, Pete comes back in. You're a sensitive guy, huh? Okay, Harley. Oh, come on, Pete. I'm hoping you're kidding, because if you can't fuck around, like especially if you're brand new to the channel, then that's fine. But if I can throw in my freaking my voice at you and I'm playing with you and you're going to be a dick on the loose, then maybe you shouldn't be here. But if you're fucking around too, but like, no, that wasn't sensitive. It was me kind of having fun with you also. But hopefully you're not being a fuck face. Hopefully you're being a fun guy. And if you're being a fun guy and you're fucking around too, then hell, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ralph. 7 will do good numbers with Sam.
Ooh.
We'll see. I'll give it a shot.
I hope so.
We'll give it a shot. I do want to watch that with her though. Richard, support. What project do you think Lucasfilm should do to get the general audience excited again? Project Fire Everybody. That should be the project. Fire everybody up top. Certain people know. There should be certain people that still stick around, but the big decision makers need to go bye. So
Fair.
yeah. Derek. Thank you, Derek. Okay. Ryan, my father-in-law, Doug, died last weekend. Oh, I'm so sorry. After getting an infection during chemo. I'm so sorry, Ryan. He was my friend and we spent our time watching movies together. I had to send a chat. He loved watching both of you. Makes me beyond sad. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Man, that's I'm glad that we gave you those memories, that you're able to, that you guys watch him, and I appreciate his support. And I'm so sorry, Ryan. That's
I'm so sorry
that's
for your
tough.
loss.
Yeah, that's tough. Okay, let's see. Thank you again, Ryan. So sorry for your loss. Thank you, Derek. CC Black. Anything new with the Doomsday trailer? Rumor is 12/11. You gotta put. I mean, I know that we're different opinions here, but you gotta put it out. You gotta put it out first before you put it in that theater. It'll get leaked to high heaven, and I think you want to get support going. So we'll see.
I get it.
Okay, Derek, support. Thank you, Mike. What's the deal with the glass onion reaction video? So Sam just hasn't been around because we've been waiting. We're shooting it today, so it should be up soon, because we're dropping Welcome to Freddy's. Welcome to Freddy's? I don't even know what that is. Five Nights at Freddy's. Dropping that. Welcome to Freddy's.
When you hear your family until you're murdered.
Yes. And then tomorrow is, what did Steph and I just watch? Total Recall.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Total Recall. So we're gonna watch that. We're gonna put that out, and then I gotta get to this Welcome to Derry episode. Everyone says I should react to it for Sunday. Winston and I are gonna try to put out these. I think we're getting Demon Slayer. I think Chris is gonna be we're calling it quits after season 2. But
that's a shame, because those have been really fun.
They've been fun, but I just I can't. I monetarily just can't.
No, I get it. Are you gonna keep watching it?
Yeah, and I probably put it on hiatus, because in case maybe Winston and I will go back to it, because I want to put him on some other movies. I don't know. But then we're gonna have Knives Out probably come out Monday or Tuesday. I'm watching something with I might do Shelby Oaks, because I haven't seen it yet, so I might do that with Tina. Derek, everyone some support.
Thanks, Derek.
Okay, and then Mark Jason Ali. I liked Peacemaker season 2, but the orgy was a bit much. Chris, do you still work with KP? You're a breath of fresh air. I spoke to Louis Tan. He wants to reach out to you.
Oh, no, I don't work with Campia anymore. I'm over on this show. And then I also run my own studio, Speak Friend Studio, where I produce voice actors' demos, coach them. And then I have my own podcast too, Two Filthy Casuals. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll give you a big plug on the end for that one. Derek
you.
Johnson, support. Thank you. The Blazing Kitties. Hey, Kristian, Chris, what are your take on the Game Awards? Games are saying it's rigged. They don't like the host. Every year it's the same. I don't know enough about it. I can't really speak intelligently on it. Yeah.
I don't feel like it's rigged because everything that won this year was so well deserved. I mean, Claire Obscure won everything it was nominated for, as it should. So
Yep. Apparently there's some in here that we missed, but I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
hey, Kristian, I'm just gonna say real quick because someone put in
Yeah.
the chat. I wonder what happened between her and Campia. I didn't want to commute anymore, guys. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like it's all good.
Right. Yeah. You made that pretty clear a few times.
Yeah, I didn't want to drive 4 hours anymore.
Yeah. So let's see. The first one I have here is John Darius, who says CNBC television YouTube channel has reported that Netflix is indeed winning the bid so far in acquiring Warner Brothers. What possibilities can come with them on top? I have not heard that. Everything seems to be saying that Paramount is going to. This is the first I've heard. CNBC television YouTube channel has reported that. I mean, they're not Forbes, so I don't know. I'm looking. I don't. Someone said Buster Barnes said he threw another one in there. Not seeing it, but I'm looking. Paul Hitchcock. We did that one already. I'm going through all these. Buster Barnes. We did the weapons one for Buster Barnes. Was that the one you're talking about? Were you taking the poo-poos? Maybe not. Forbes said that Gunn is just fine, but like I said, we did that one already. I'm looking. I'm searching. I don't see anything else. But I'm looking because I want to make sure if people are putting their questions in, I want to make sure that you get them. So far, let's see. I feel like we did that already. The G-Man support, Beagle Studios. I'm still looking. Dan, yeah, did that one. Ralph. I don't think it went through, my friend, because I'm looking. Richard, support. What project do you think Lucasfilm should do? No, I just did that one. Ryan S. did that one. Mark Jason Ali did that one. Blazing Kitties. Yeah, it didn't go through, homie. I do not. Just went through all of them on YouTube too. That's I don't know what you asked, but if you want, just Buster Barnes, just throw it in just the regular chat, and I'll highlight it because didn't go through. Support, Derek. Thank you.
Thank you.
PLD. We're pushing her past Roca. Let's do it. Oh yeah, she surpassed her. She's at 129 right now. She's in the she is far in the lead. She's in competition with Chris Carr has won the week in general. Now, whether or not Chris Carr has won by herself is the other question.
Or with my buddy.
Or with Winston A. Marshall, who won last week.
Yeah.
So more with Derek. Z. Yeah. No. I don't think people are coming at you guys. It's just correct. Peacemaker season 2 charted on Nielsen. How you feel about the season is fine. Appreciate you both.
Yeah, I just need to look it up.
But that is a comment that I respect. I love that comment for a lot of different
100%.
reasons. One, he's clarifying. He's like, no, they're just telling you, hey, listen, here's the information on it. Two, you didn't like it. You didn't like it.
Yeah.
But it did chart. So eat it. Forbes said so. I appreciate Z, very much. That was an awesome comment. I wish that I could give somebody like a prize for comment of the day. He would win it. Buster Barnes, here, I'll highlight this one. You missed my second super chat. Don't know where it is. It disappeared into the ether because it's Gonski. PLD, just for movie. I've been so behind the scenes with the upheaval in my life. Did you watch the trailer for How to Make a Killing? Glenn Powell, Margaret Qualley, and Harris. PLD,
Yes.
you know better than I do. I don't watch these trailers. If I'm not covering them, I don't watch trailers. I like to walk in blind. I like to walk in. Like, I had never seen a single trailer from Marty Supreme. I knew nothing about it. And I walked into it and I was like, oh, that's just great chaos. Okay. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, Buster, Buster, just put in what you asked and I'll just highlight it. CC Black, are you watching the X-Men movies with Sam? We're definitely we're watching that. We're watching Harry Potter. We're watching Star Wars, watching The Hobbit. We got a lot to go through, but we want to finish up these Knives Out movies first. Yeah. Support. Thank you. Legend. Kristian, you going to see the new Predator yet? I'm confused. I think he's joking because he knows I saw it already. I think so. I think that's what he's talking about. I'm not sure. All right. 131 right now. Actually, 132 because there was one that wasn't calculated for that I read.
Thank you guys so much, especially Derek. Dang.
Derek's crushing. Derek was not lying when he said he's a big fan of yours.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, I'm getting a lot of these, and I like this a lot. Where is it? Okay. I'm in the 0.1 viewers for this channel winning. I love that.
That's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, Buster. No, there's not another one there. I looked. You said right after the weapons one. I'll look. I mean, I'm looking again. Let me double check. Where is Buster Barnes? And I have right after the weapons one. I'm looking again. Nope. I see nothing. Maybe that. I'll look. I'll look real quick again. I see. Buster Barnes. Oh wait. I found it. You were right.
Yay!
I was wrong. I found it. Okay. Buster, thank you. He says, also, I think it is fair that they didn't go with the heavy hitter straight away as we had the old Flash, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman in 2023. They need room to breathe, in my opinion. So I don't disagree with you for your reasoning, but you are trying to establish this new DC universe, and the reason they didn't do it is probably because of your reasoning. But they're probably second guessing themselves now because of the impending sale, because you give yourselves more of an opportunity for success. But I understand you're not wrong. Yeah. So sorry about that. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. Okay, Mr. ND Fanatic, Total Recall 2012 or Running Man 25. Which one's worse? No one's going to like my answer. I liked Total Recall 2012 better than the Running Man 2025. Running Man 2025 is more fun.
Yeah.
But I liked Total Recall 2012. I didn't hate it. John DX Dragon. I do find it interesting that Gunn is rumored to be bringing the big hitters for DC ever since the WB sale talk has started. Yeah. It's something he should have been doing since the start. Do you agree? Yeah. I mean, that's what I just said. So I totally agree. They should have done that right away.
I'm more with Buster of like, yeah, let's change it up. Let's hit them with a new lineup. But I get it. I get why you would. It's a more bankable option.
It's just you gotta try to save your skin. You know, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Well, and it's that idea of like you don't want to go see the Stones if they're not playing Satisfaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Legend MM600. Oh, okay. What's your favorite Predator movie? The first one. Come on. It's easy.
I've only seen the first one.
It's the best. There's only if you only had to see one, it's that one. It's only there for one reason, because I am in it. Now, if we do another one, Dan Ratzenberg called me and said, "Hey, you have to do another one." I said, "Fine, I do it," and I fight the Predator, and I do it again, and say, "The girl from Prey there, she's there too," and I had to carry Danny Glover on my shoulders. I could do it. It's fine. Dark Smirk 1. Your show is my number 2 most watched on YouTube. Thank you, Dark Smirk. You beat tons of UFO, cryptid, and ghost videos I watch. I love that.
Dang.
LOL. My algorithm says I watch a lot of that stuff. I'm glad that you do. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, and I'm so glad for anybody who's part of that. Thank you. It's very kind. The Fig Freak 8326. Kristian, please, more Seinfeld. I mean, come on.
So good.
I mean, what are you doing? Chris Carr is here. She's not there. She's on the show because she doesn't have to drive. Sean McCabe. Hey, team, asking for prayers. My brother and his dog barely made it out of his house fire. Oh my good Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly, Sean. Look, here is the thing. And I know this is the, it's a glass half full type thing here, but they made it. They're okay. But that's terrible. I'm very, very sorry that.
Gosh.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. This is stuff going on.
You're going through it today. I'm so sorry.
Super, super sorry for you. But nonetheless, I'm glad that they're okay, Sean. So again, thank you for sharing with us. Chris, we still have 12 minutes left. If they want to keep you on, they can. We hit the bottom of it for now, but at 1:35, holy moly.
Yay.
But let's give your the two filthy casuals a plug a LaRousse, and then we'll see if they keep us on. They keep us on. If not, we'll be back with you tomorrow. So
Sweet. Well, Two Filthy Casuals, you can go head over onto YouTube or you can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. Basically, the whole idea is you can dip your toe into a fandom sans judgment. Ask what you think might be a stupid question because it's hosted by two goofballs, myself and Amy Newman. It's a fun time. We've been putting up some of our Patreon episodes throughout the holiday season so you can hear what that's kind of like. Amy's coming over right after this, actually, for us to bust out 4 episodes, so it's going to be a fun day. You can also go check out speakfriendstudios.com. That is the voiceover studio my husband and I run. So we produce actors' demos, we coach, he does dialect lessons, and we're running some specials too. So you can go find us on IG at Speakfriend Studio for all of that. And then come back tomorrow because it'll be me and Winston, and I'm going to be wearing more amazing Christmas sweaters. All Christmas sweaters all
Yes.
month long.
Hell yeah, you got to do that. So funny. PLD, poor PLD has had a rough couple of months, and I got to get him back. I got to get PLD back on my old PLD because he sent me a text with the Buster Barnes thing. I'm like, found it a while ago, but thanks. I love PLD more than anything. PLD has been with me since I started this channel. I couldn't have done it without
That's
him.
awesome.
Yeah, he's in. So we're working on some other things to do, but I got to get PLD because we're trying to build up. We're trying to get the Patreon back on track. We're trying to do some thing with guests. Need him back. I need my buddy back. Ian Davis, MVP of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Gandalf, Sam, Aragorn. I mean, you gotta kind of give it to Sam.
It's Sam.
You got to for what he does overall. But if it's not for Sam, Frodo's not able to make it, and then he's got mental support. But I my favorite character is Aragorn, but the MVP, you got to give it to Sam.
100% it's Sam.
Yeah.
Sam is my favorite character in the books. Aragorn is my favorite character in the movies for very different reasons.
I'm as she sips.
That's my posit. When he pushes those doors open, hoot-a-lolly.
Get it? That's great. How come they haven't done a live action Robin Hood with the Fox?
Oh my gosh, it'd be so fun.
Yeah, I want to do that's what I want to see. I want to see a live action, and not a Robin. And people are like, there's tons of Robin Hood live action. I mean, with the Fox.
No, I want the Fox one.
I want the Fox running around as Robin Hood with the big old bear. Okay,
I love
let's
that
see.
one.
Legend. MM600. You guys' favorite alien UFO movie? Let me both. It's an easy answer for me, but I'll let you go first.
District 9.
Arrival.
Oh, Arrival's so good.
It's one of my favorites. I got to watch it again. It's I mean, it's also because for me, I feel like if time travel can actually be attained, it's going to be that way through consciousness. Not that's the most scientifically the most accurate explanation of it. As much as I love Back to the Future, maybe the worst as far as time travel goes. It makes no sense at all.
The
any
science
of the rules
isn't really there.
No, the science is not there at all, and a lot of stuff. But one of the best movies and franchises of all time. I turned the other way. When I watched it with Steph, I was like, there's so many things. I'm like, as a time travel nut, I'm like that makes me angry. But the movie's so good, I don't care. Okay, 139. Holy moly, Chris Carr. Winston is. Don't tell him tomorrow when we say what I'm gonna tell him and go. All right. Good news, Winston, is that you, or the bad news, Winston, is that you have 139 to catch up to. The good news is that Chris Carr is already in the lead. So there we go. Stuart Blackie. Hello, big fan of you both. 140. Thank you so much, Stuart. This holiday season has been rough, but my comfort movie is Finding Nemo. It's a great comfort movie. And The Holiday. What is your comfort movie? Apocalypse Now. No, I've actually never seen it. Comfort movie? Probably the Hot Shots. That always makes me laugh, that movie.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I go to, it's my favorite movie of all time, Muppet Christmas Carol. I love it so much. And I watch it on repeat this month. The Holiday is a great choice, though, too. I hope things get better for you. I hope things stop being so rough.
I'd say no. Hopefully, everybody this has what going. But if holiday movies, though, my favorite Christmas movies. Steph, who's never seen Christmas Story, I cannot wait to watch that with her.
That's wild to me.
Crazy. So that is my favorite Christmas. That and Home Alone are my two favorite Christmas movies. So I'll be watching.
That's a good one.
I always watch that, and now finally I got the. My daughter, the 8-year-old, she's like, she takes a poop, and she goes, and she's like, she's so like she's gonna hate that I told this story, but especially when she's in like 10 years from now. But she's like, Dad, I need you to flush the toilet for me. And I go, what? What are you talking about? Flush the toilet? She's like, she's washing her hands after. I go, what is this taste? She's like, my delicate hands can't do that. And I only did it because she made me laugh. And she knows how to make me laugh. And she knows that when she asks me to do ridiculous shit, if she makes me laugh, I'll do it. And I hate it. She's got the thing. She's going to be telling, if she wants to tell jokes, she can tell jokes. My delicate hands can't do it.
That's amazing.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh really hard. Bojack's playing catch up, but didn't Louis Tan just do the Wildcat movie? Yes, with Roxy is in. Yep, that would be great if Chris could work with him for voice lessons. Yeah, are you gonna? Oh, is he looking for voice lessons?
That'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
he's great. He was supposed to. He did Cloud Live, and he reached out to me about a year ago. We were supposed to do something. It never worked out. It's Cobra Kai or whatever it was. The Fig Freak. Was the Heat sequel originally Chris driven? Well, I mean, it was the sequel in the book certainly focuses on Chris. Yeah. And what it looks like from what Leo's saying is that they're going to follow the book. So I think whoever's coming in to play Chris, and it might be Leo. I don't know. Yeah. Dan, yes, I playlisted SCN Live 1 to 160. That's pretty great.
Whoa.
It's really great that you did that. Thank you. I didn't even realize we did that many episodes. Holy shit. Thank you, Dan. It's amazing. And it's a lot of dedication. Very nice. Mm-hmm. I don't know the answer to this, Bobby. Why is YouTube using my username?
That's been a recent weird thing.
They do it with my channel. I don't know why they do that. It just happens out of nowhere. I don't hit anything on the settings. I don't hit anything on the settings. Mm-hmm. He wants to reach out to me. Oh, okay. Mark Chase Ellie said, Jace, that
makes more sense.
Louis Tam wants to reach out to me.
I would love for him to reach out to me.
Yeah, but tell him to reach out. He follows me on Twitter. I mean, tell him to reach out. I love Louis. Louis is great. Sean McCabe, thanks for the much needed distraction today. Rise of the Phoenix. 100%. 100% to your brother as well. 100%. Okay. Harv's K. The world cannot handle a live action Disney Robin Hood. So much thirst to be going on. I'm telling you.
I have seen people post of like, that movie is why everyone is broken.
It's one of the
everyone
best.
Went, but am I attracted to a fox now? I don't understand.
I know.
Why'd they make her look like that? Why'd they make him look like that?
I used to
it's great.
Skip around my living with pretending I was Robin Hood with Little John. This is the best.
Precious.
That's I was like 6. I used to love that. Robin Hood, Little John running through the forest. What a day. Love that. I'm going to sing the whole damn thing. All right, anyway. John. They're keeping you on the air now, Chris.
Dang.
You might break a record here. John DX Dragon. Should we be worried for the Batman 2? Will the sale affect the film overall? I hope they don't scrap it. I want to see his vision realized. No, there's no world you should be nervous at all. That's the one
they're definitely keeping.
You're not touching that. They're going to, they know what they have with that. Whoever's in charge. You do not be worried at all. On the contrary, they probably build a universe around that. No way. DJ 7 Rocks NY Time. Love you guys. What happened to the RR reaction? That's on me. Chris and I were Chris and I had it at one point in our schedule. That one time our schedules got screwed up. Normally it's on me. The thing is, it's over 3 hours long. And when Chris and I start to lock in to do these, they're going to be, because there's a lot of these Indian-based films that we're going to do that they're long. So I've got to find the right time, and I've got to find time for myself, and especially with the other schedules that I have. And I'm only one person now doing. I don't have the benefit right now, and God bless the Real Rejects and everybody else who's able to put different people on things. I can't do that yet, so I just have me on every reaction. Yeah. So I only have so much time, plus the out of the theater reactions, plus the pilot, plus the live show. I run out of time. So we just got to find the time to do it. Yeah. Bobby, Wildcats with Goldie Hawn had a memorable positive moment for a younger me. I'm sure it did. It was the 80s, so every other frame was a possible moment. So yeah, but I got to remember, I haven't seen it in so long. Sean, new Robin Hood show on MGM, pretty good. I heard it's pretty good. Have you heard this too?
So I watched the pilot episode because I'm cheap and I didn't want to get an MGM Plus subscription. And
Yeah.
I liked it, but it didn't push me over the edge to get yet another streaming service. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll fold.
Okay. So Princess says that it is a setting that I don't think it is. No one's touched it. No one has touched it. Luke, PLD, somebody. This is what you guys are for. Come on. Jake Wood Blues. Who knew Christian was a furry? I don't know what that means.
Because of the Robin Hood movie.
Oh,
you know what furries are?
Oh, I wasn't in a fox costume. I was just skipping around by myself. That's hilarious. Maybe you're right, Princess. I don't know. So Princess says okay. It used to be a setting per channel. I'll research it. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, and tell PLD or somebody about it because that'd be great. The Fig Freak 8326. Christian, you catch Survivor Series. I watch clips now. I told you guys. There's no world I am paying extra money for ESPN. I'm just not doing it. I will watch Saturday Night's Main Event for his last match. I will watch that. But I watch clips now. I think that they hurt themselves tremendously by doing that stupid deal with ESPN. It was idiotic. There were some things I saw that I really liked. I'm not going to keep saying it over and over again about my thoughts. I think Jey Uso is probably a really nice guy. People love him in the company. I never thought he was a main event guy. I think that's been proven. Well, why is he dancing and playing his song in the middle of a match? Why is that happening? Did you watch Survivor Series, Chris?
I haven't because I also don't pay for these things. So I usually just watch the big events with my friends, or I'll do like Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Right. In the middle of the event, the guy started doing a dance. I'm like, what are you doing? This is Mike Kalinowski is sending me pictures of Alf. Where are you? Your son, but he's like pictures like toys. Where are you? And please buy that. Where are you? And please buy that for me. He's got to be at Toys R Us. I guess Toys R Us. There's a location open here. I don't know if it's still open anymore. All right, 151, 152.
Dang,
that's gonna be tough to beat.
You guys,
it's gonna be tough to beat. 152. So there you go. Chris Carr, thank you so much. You gave a wonderful plug to the show. Make sure you go and check it out. Oh, just kidding. 153. Without letting you go. Hector Pena, have you seen Landman? I heard nothing but great things. I have not seen it, though. It's a good watch, and Billy Bob Thornton is awesome. Love the show, and I hope you have a great day. What a nice comment that was.
That's
I haven't
sweet.
seen it, but I heard it was amazing.
Yeah. I hear good things.
Oh, yeah. That's all I hear. Those are good things. Bobby Jackson. I would love to see someone remake Krull. Same. Have you ever heard of Krull?
No, what's Krull?
It's a 80s kind of fantasy movie science fiction fantasy movie that just came out around the same time as Return of the Jedi. Didn't really hit, but it's got a cult following, and I wonder if they could bring something magical out of it. I feel like they could, but I think people are scared of it. I don't know why. Mello Wilo, Cena's final match just to keep 2K, Chris and Harloff online. People have been doing it. You're keeping us on so far. That's the other thing is the final match is going to be Jey Uso. That's so crazy. Like, why? What?
I mean, I do prefer Uso to like a Roman Reigns. I've never been a big Tribal Chief fan because I think
you prefer Jey Uso over Roman Reigns as far as
he's a little more fun
charisma. Yeah, but fun. But I don't want. But fun. Yeah, okay, I'll dance for a second. But the guy messes up moves in the ring every 20 seconds. He's got.
That's fair.
But
I mean, also the people who I want to see launch. I want to watch Kevin Owens. I want to watch Otis.
Fair. But you know what this is?
What?
This is something that is better on the microphone than Jey Uso. Like anything I pick up is better. He's terrible on the mic.
Okay, Quentin, calm down.
He's not good on the mic. He's not good.
It's fair. It's fair.
I mean, come on. Oos, every other word. I get it. John DX Dragon. Sorry, guys. Last question. Don't you ever apologize. Would be happy to see the Phantasm played by Scarlett Johansson and Batman? Praying this is it. That's what Chris said beforehand.
I would love that if she was Andrea.
Yeah,
I think that'd be so cool.
I saw that for the first time when we were doing our rewatch series, me, Winston, and Coy, and I had seen it for the first time, and I really liked it, really enjoyed it. I had never seen it before. And now I regret that I had seen it at that point because now we could probably have done a reaction to it. Cool as a dry pickle. I never catch Chris live. There you go. I was so excited when you started teaming up with Kristian, even more when you joined Capes and Cows. I love your energy. How could you not love Chris?
Thanks.
Everybody
Thanks,
says the same
y'all. I
thing.
appreciate it.
The truth. Okay. Joyous Romer, may the force be with you guys. Any clue when Maul Shadow Lord released? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, to be honest, I root for that because I like Sam Witwer. So I hope it's good, and I know he's executive producing it, so you probably have more of a chance that it is good because he's doing that. Okay. Damien Eve smells like ass in here, dipshit. Probably from all my farts. As soon as I saw Derek on screen, I knew Kristian was going to be a fan. You know me too well because if you watch that reaction with my wife when we watched that kid, did you watch Stranger Things yet?
Oh yeah.
That kid was the best.
I love Delightful Derek.
He is the best. He's the best.
Him doing the guided meditation with all those kids.
And he's cracking them in the head. He's the best. He is one of the
him.
best characters they ever did on that show. And they found him from like a commercial or something.
That's great.
So good. All right. So there you go. 159. Gonna be hard to beat that. Poor Winston.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Thank you, Chris, as always.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Guys, make sure you follow Chris Carr, as said earlier. You can find her information in the description, as well as our wonderful sponsors. I hope that you guys, I saw somebody say this before and I almost pulled my hair out. Said, I get all this stuff. Every time he mentions a sponsor, I get one. I just don't use his link. Well, what the hell's that going to help? Come on. You got to use the link. You got to use the code. That's what we're talking about here. So we'll be back tomorrow with Chris Carr and Winston. And as soon as I said the guy wasn't using the link, this is what I thought of. There's one person that's probably just clicking on it and not using the link. It's him. Okay. Will Chris Carr and Winston win tomorrow?
I wish I knew.
That's it. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye.